I woke up this morning and thought, you know what? I'm going to wear that. So if you saw my last video, you'll know I said if I get 100 likes, I will make Strange Addiction a new part of the roster of things that we watch. And it got 100 likes, so 100 likes on this one, and I won't hurt myself. And I've been thinking non-stop since the last video about that person that's addicted to bee stings. Why and how? Why is she addicted to bee stings? I really need to know why she's addicted to bee stings. So we're going to find out why she's addicted to bee stings. And usually these episodes have two people in them. The one accompanying the bee stings is a woman that grows her hair really long, and I don't care about that, so I'll be cutting that one out. So then after we watch the one with the bee stings, we're going to watch a woman that's addicted to eating her husband's ashes. He's dead. She's not just picking bits of him, you know, picky bits in the garden. Am I right, fellow northerners? That's what northern mums call Iceland food, isn't it? That's such a niche joke for my British audience. Thanks, Brits, for watching. Everyone else, if you're not British. The next video, if my hair is not cut, you have permission to thump me up if you see me on the street. Look at it, man.
My name is Margaret, and I'm 53 years old. I live in Morning View, Kentucky, and I'm addicted to stinging myself with bees.
I've also just remembered as well that bees die once they've stung you, so she's actively killing bees daily. If you didn't know, which you probably do know because you're not 7 years old, when bees basically inject themselves into you, and then when they pull out, all their guts come out and they die. Something like that. Google it. I am not Google. Yeah, I was wondering if it was real bees, if she was just using like a placebo version, a fake version of bees, but no, we've seen a couple of seconds where she is injecting bees into herself. Reminds me of Bioshock, you know, the ability where you just swarms of bees. She'd be on cloud 9 if she had that.
I sting myself on my hip, my elbow, on a finger, my ankle, my forehead, on the tip of my nose.
But why? Why? How many bees are you killing a day? Are you the reason it's getting a bit hotter in the summer now? Bees have something to do with the environment, don't they? I don't know. Google it. Again, I don't know things.
The most I've ever given myself was between 15 and 20 in my left hip. I really love stinging myself with bees.
I'm going to do my best in this video to not get irrationally upset, alright? Because I suffer with headaches. Yeah, I always have. My eyes always hurt. I've always got a migraine. I'm taking pills daily. I'm drinking 1 million litres of water, blah, 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 blah. And these just only make my headaches worse. And today I'm suffering. And I don't want to suffer further. So let's see if I can actually not get annoyed. But I just really don't understand why. How do you even figure that out? You get stung once as a kid and you're like, oh, I love that, I want more of it. Just become a beekeeper. And no, because then, is it cruelty? I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of a bee's mind, all right? I don't know if they're even capable of anything other than, oh, there's a flower, let me shit on it, pollen. Come on, tell me what. Yep.
Her addiction started innocently as a way to relieve her arthritis. In search of relief from the pain, Margaret turned to the beehives in her backyard.
I'm truly taken aback here. I don't want to run my jokes into the ground. I say jokes. Is American healthcare that bad that you'd rather sting yourself with bees than get a prescription for your arthritis? Are you stinging yourself so much that you're numbing it to then not be aching and pains in your bones? Tell me, I need to stop talking.
What started as an occasional prick of pain for medical reasons has spiraled into 15 stings a day.
I gently tap it on the abdomen, and it comes away like that.
And then it's dead? Is it dead? I want to know if will she mention it being killed? I kill them. We are gods, aren't we? Us human beings. All the other insects and animals. You are lesser to me, therefore I'm going to kill you so I can relieve my pains a bit when I could take a bit of ibuprofen. Ooh. It has kind of put a downer on it knowing that she is addicted to them because she was originally using them to cure aches and pains. You know, I can't really laugh at that because she's trying her best to not be in pain. As we're going to watch a woman that eats her dead husband's ashes in a minute, I'm sure that will be really funny and full of jokes. Look at the trauma you're going through. We'll see. We'll get to that bit. Bee stings. Are you killing 100 bees a week? I need to know. Please, Margaret, tell me, are you mass genociding the local bees? 50,000 bee stings, 50k dead. All right, bee Hitler. Can I say that word? I don't want to get banned. Can I say that word? Can I say the word? All right. Dictator, fascist. Oh, these are buzzwords that are going to get me flagged.
There's a little bit of swelling, there's a little bit of itching, but there's good stuff happening. Jeez, oh Pete, honey, look at this thing.
Yeah, you can see it twitching.
See it twitching because it's the bee's guts, man. The bee's guts all inside ya. Maggie.
She has hives in her backyard that keep her stocked at all times. She even uses a bee vacuum to make the chase easier.
When I open this little revolving door here, they can go in, but they can't go out.
She's tapped. She's gone in the head, actually. You've got a bee vacuum. I didn't even know those existed. And you're building an environment for these bees, harvesting them to then kill them for fun inside yourself. Margaret, you're actually borderline psychotic, I would say. I dare to say that. And I have been dared before to say that, and I said it.
And Margaret never leaves home without a supply.
I carry honeybees around with me in my purse just in case I need a sting throughout the day.
Imagine seeing a woman pull out a bee and then just going like that into herself like a diabetic insulin shot. This is nuts. You're carrying bees in your purse to then whip out and stim pack yourself in public.
But every time Margaret stings herself, the honeybee dies.
There we go. I was right. She's not somehow making it prick a bit. Ooh, a little bit. No, you're putting his guts inside your legs and your nose. So let's hear your justification for creating a home for these bees to then kill them. And bees are one of the most important things we have in our ecosystem. Am I right? Don't Google it. I said fucking Google it, all right? How many times? Just Google it, man.
Every bee is precious. I get sad when I watch them die. I prefer to get an older bee. The younger bees, they've got their lives ahead of them, and it helps me feel less guilt about killing the bees.
Now, let's apply that to our society. People are getting old, you know, they're using up our resources, nursing homes, you know, carers that maybe come to the house. I think we should put down old people after they hit, I don't know, 81. Just kill them. What have they got? The lives ahead of them. Have they? Fuck. I want us to cull anyone over the age of 80. Vote me as the Prime Minister. I will kill our old pensioners in the mud. How are you going to cry your eyes out next to the bees knowing, yeah, that you're killing them daily? You're killing 100 bees a week. You crying every day. Please, just get a prescription. Please. Even a taser. Do that instead of killing things and then crying and then trying to cope by saying, oh, but they're old. They haven't got the young ones have got their lives ahead of them. Okay, how about I kill you? You said you're 53. That's old as shit, innit? Die.
I don't think there's anything wrong with me stinging myself with bees, and I don't plan to stop.
That was a serial killer frame that they did there with that note as she's staring at it in the tweezers, knowing she's going to kill it, and then cry afterwards. Oh, I'm so upset. Stop doing it then. Stop doing it then. Stop killing. Stop killing. If it's that upsetting, stop killing them. You can't pick both. You're either really upset that you're killing them, so you stop, or you kill them and you're fine with it.
Margaret is so dependent on the stings, she has even befriended a beekeeper who is delivering a new hive.
How can you call yourself a beekeeper, yeah, and you're willingly giving them away? Lambs to the slaughter is what you're doing. Anything for a bag, yeah? Oh no, but then you got farmers and that, innit? They're just killing by the dozen for a bit of cash, innit? Hey, stabbing them up, juking up the cows. Hey. I don't know how they kill them. They taser and then chop their heads off, don't they? Oh, good world we live in. It's fun, innit? Suppose bees. No, but every life matters. Does it?
She thinks it's time to reveal her obsession to her good friend Lyle.
How would this sort of conversation ever come about? I like being stung by bees. I'm glad that I'm a shut-in and I don't know anyone and I don't speak to anyone ever. Does anyone want to come over? I haven't seen anyone in a long time. Could be us. Could potentially even sit on my lap. Oh, like Santa Claus. Oh, that looks like I'm thrusting. No, I was trying to have you on my lap like Santa Claus, you know, what would you like for Christmas? No, but Santa Claus doesn't bounce kids on his lap, does he? He might. I meant sit on my lap like, I'm your father, not daddy. Oh, bee stings. How's it going to go?
All these bees that we got here now,
What does he do with them?
sting myself.
I think that's the appropriate reaction. What would you say to that? I've got a hive of 10,000 bees and I kill 100,000 a year of them to sting myself to alleviate the pressure of my bones aching. Just a thought.
It doesn't hurt like pain.
The last time I stung you, it did hurt like
It's just a little peppery burn.
To me, it'd be a torture. You know, getting stung all the time.
She looked genuinely upset at him saying, for me it's torture. She looked like, how dare you say that? I'm lucky enough to have never been stung by a bee or a wasp or broken a bone or anything because I've never done anything with my life. Life is passing me by and I've done nothing with it. That's a video for another time. So I don't know what bee sting feels like, but I would do my very best to avoid it at all costs. So the fact that she looked offended by that shows that she's a little bit mental.
Every day, she relies on the flow of venom through her veins to relieve pain and stress.
Stress! You know, smokers and that, oh, I really need a cigarette, oh, I need to calm down, or alcoholics, oh, I really need a glass of, oh, that'll stop the shakes. I need a bee sting. All right, mental, oh, I really need to relieve some stress. I'm going to get some bees and just, And it said that she's been doing it for 10 years. So she's killed over 1 million bees. Someone, please stop Margaret. Please stop her.
I am concerned about this.
They relieve my anxiety and they relieve so many other symptoms. And you gotta admit, after I've had at least 10 stings, the sex is great.
That's true.
Sting all you want then, babes. She's amped up on bee venom, on bee sick. Killing all those bees. She's amped up and she's riding that pony like Margaret, yo, why don't you hit me up in it? We can sting. I can sting you. I can hold the bee like that. I'm running. A bee gets close to me, I'm off. But Margaret, do it behind closed doors. Sting yourself. Come through in that lingerie, and I say, yo, Maggie, what are you saying? Yeah, come right. I don't think they needed to put that in. All right, you know, after 10 stings, I suck your cock like no other. Maggie, all right. So there's absolutely no point in me showing it. She went to the doctors and he said, hey man, I'm just scared that one day you're going to randomly become allergic to it and die. So get some blood work every year and be safe. Have a nice time stinging. And that was it. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to continue stinging and then sucking my husband off. Yeah, because the sex is great after a few stings. And then it said that she limits herself to 10 stings a day. Oh, well done. You're killing 5 less. What a lovely human being. That was the stinging one, and that was pretty crap, to be honest with you. It was a bit mad, but at the same time, licking cats and coffee up the arse is way worse than a couple of stings. But you're killing things, whatever. And before we get into the one where the woman eats her husband's ashes, if you want to support the channel, link in the description. Thank you so much. £5, £10, £100 million. Listen to my music if you can't afford to give a random man on the internet money. Also, there's a join button, and a couple of people have joined it recently, yeah? And in my analytics, I'll put it here. I'm making nearly as much money from memberships as I am from adverts. And you get a little badge as well when you comment. Oh, isn't that cool? Oh, look at this little star with a colour. Thanks, guys. And if you don't want to and you want to continue watching me for free,
my name is Casey. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Fayetteville, Tennessee, and I'm addicted to carrying around my husband's urn.
Okay, so it starts off with she's addicted to carrying around her husband's urn. Trauma is a madness. I can understand wanting to carry it around all the time to want to be closer to your dead significant other. But let's see it progress into her starting to go, you know what, I'm gonna rub that on my gums. Oh my God.
Though Casey initially found comfort by having her husband's ashes at her side, her addiction has recently evolved.
I wouldn't say it's an addiction, wanting to carry an urn around. I'm addicted to that. It's like I'm addicted to walking. I'm so addicted to walking that I've got to do it often. This is not an addiction. You may disagree with me. It's not an addiction to want to carry something around that is helping you cope. I'm addicted to carrying around this big glass because I just always want a sip. I just want a bit of a sip sometimes, please. I'm addicted. No, I'm just hydrated, okay? There's different levels, TLC.
I guess with the transfer of his cremains, you know, some got into the cardboard box as well, and they spilled out on my hands.
I don't like this dramatic reenaction, yeah? But already the idea of spilling some on her fingers and then her... That's nuts, man!
And I didn't want to wipe him off because that's my husband. I don't want to wipe him away. So I just licked it off my finger.
Babes, why have they made her redo this? I mean, no, they haven't made her redo this because she's apparently addicted and she's doing it all the time. So that was just them recording. Then they put a tint on the footage.
I am today, almost 2 months later, and I can't stop. I'm eating my husband.
Oh, this baby. Oh. This video, that was the first time I've kind of like shivered. Oh, but I don't like. It's on my screen as well. She is knuckle deep on her finger currently, right here. This is horrible. This is actually horrible. What's going to happen when she's run out? And then you're carrying an empty box. There's going to be a point where he's going to not be there anymore. Then what?
First, I lick my finger. And I don't just dip it in. I swirl around to kind of feel and get it caked on there good. And then I just eat it.
Horrible, 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 horrible. I'm going to hold this with two hands. Interlocked. This is filth. I think we can all sit here and collectively say, yeah, that's fucking nasty. What does it taste like? Oh. Me, I'm a believer that when we're dead, we're dead. There's nothing else. Yeah, I'm one of those. I'm one of them ones. You believe what you want, I believe what I want, yeah? But imagine now, hypothetically, if there were an afterlife and I'm dead and my wife is eating my remains, I'd be screaming, "Stop it, please! Can you stop that, please?" I wouldn't like to be fingered and then sucked on. I only want to be fingered and sucked on while I'm alive. Do you know what I mean?
It tastes like rotten eggs, sand, and sandpaper. But I've grown to love that taste.
I did say I wonder what it tastes like. Now we know rotten eggs. I do like rotten eggs. I do go out my way to eat them. This is almost as bad as her haircut. Not my haircut. Yeah, ignore that. But look at her trim. She's chosen that.
It started as not wanting to get rid of him, and it's progressed into eating him.
You're saying that with a straight face. You're saying that with a straight face. It's progressed into eating him. All right. Okay, Casey. All right.
I've lost 42 pounds since my husband passed away. Basically, the only thing I'm eating are his ashes.
Casey eats her husband's ashes 5 to 6 times a day.
Look, we know what I'm like. I eat how many cakes you want to eat, yeah? Don't care. But she just said she's eaten nothing but his ashes. Have you seen the size of her? That's a lie. That's a lie. If you're putting in between bits of bread and eating that, I can understand. Several bits of bread. But if you're just eating those ashes, you're lying. You're lying to me here. It has only been 2 months, though. He's been dead 2 months, and she's already snacking on him. So it's losing weight is a slow process. You're sprinkling him on cakes, aren't you, love? Sorry. Hey, I've been fat several times, and I've got an unhealthy relationship with food. I can say that. I'm allowed to say that. I'm 10% Sri Lankan. I could say the slur if I wanted to, and you can't stop me.
When I open up the urn, I get a sense of happiness. It's like an adrenaline rush for me. And the more I eat, the more excited I get until I realize there's not a lot left.
There's not enough left already, and he's been dead 2 months. How much of him are you sucking on, man? Savor it. I want 10-year anniversary of his death, and you're still licking him. What do you mean it's not much left and he's been dead 8 weeks?
When I got Sean back from the crematory, he weighed 6 pounds. He is closer to 5 pounds now, so I have consumed right at a pound.
A pound of him already you've consumed. This is actually nuts. If it's real. Because who knows if this stuff is actually real. But if it's real, £6. What, is that all we're reduced to as well? A little bag. This whole life with all these thoughts and emotions and pain and suffering and love and caring and laughter and sadness. What's the point? The point is, guys, enjoy yourself while you're here, okay? Enjoy yourself. Have as best of time as you can with the situation you're in. If it's really hard, look for the positives. If it's really good, fuck you! But let's just have a good time while we're here. Because in the end, we're nothing but a bag that someone could maybe finger a little bit and suck on. I completely forgot about that. Oh, I completely forgot about that. I was thinking in my head for a bit, like, you know, they're also, I'm pretty sure, burned in the coffin. So you got bits of wood and that in. So that £6 isn't even you. It's some of the coffin that you pay. And then now it's, yeah, of course they're embalmed. Brother, this is filth. Those chemicals can cause psychosis as well. Imagine going nuts and being in a mental institute because you sucked on your dead husband's ashes. If I knew I could get a high off some ashes at my granddad's funeral the other month, I would have been dipping, man. That's fucked. That's so fucked what I just said. I got a picture of him right here when he was a kid. There we go. Sorry, mate. Sorry that I said that. Do you think I look like him at all? Look, that's an Asian man. That man right there is the reason I've got 10% of where I can say racial slurs.
And I need help because I'm going to run out soon. And I don't know if I'll be able to hold it together any better than I'm doing now. What am I going to do when I go to bed at night and there's just an urn there and there's nothing in it?
But can Casey quit her addiction to eating her husband's ashes?
You know what I hate is the fact that she's eating it like a dip dab. You know those lollies with the sherbet? You go, I wouldn't be surprised if she upgraded to getting a little lollipop and strawberry Chupa Chup. Nutcase. Sorry, trauma. Trauma can really make us do anything, you know? The brain is fickle. I'm sorry, Casey. Keep eating him. Don't keep eating him, no, because the point is you're upset that you're eating him because there'll be none of him left. Don't eat him. Stop! I was just imagining what her breath smells like. It tastes like rotten eggs, yeah? You stink, babes. Babes, you reek. And she said she's not eating much food. So she's got hungry breath as well. Hungry breath from rotten eggs. God, no.
I'm so scared that I'm pretty close to the edge right now. And if I eat him, like all of him,
it may push you over.
It may push me over.
Let's soak in that sentence. Let's think about that sentence for a minute. Huh? I have nothing to say other than just think about what she said there and how fucking insane it is.
But then again, where's my comfort going to be?
Holding it? Put him on the shelf maybe? Come home and go, you're right. I don't know his name. You're right. Spud it maybe. Ding. You don't have to.
At the rate I'm going, he'll be gone.
Right.
Who am I going to hold at night? Who am I going to take with me everywhere?
Yeah.
What am I going to do to comfort myself then?
Mm-hmm.
It just ended there because I only found the clip on YouTube. I don't know if there was any more because I couldn't find the episode either. I watched the episode and it was not. It said it was season 2 episode 8 and it was just not season 2 episode 8. So I ended up finding the clip. I think the last video was way better than this one. It didn't make me feel sick as much. So I don't know. Let me know if you think coffee up the arse and eating cat hair is worse than getting bee stings and mass genociding bees and then eating your husband's ashes. On paper, that sounds worse. That's actually that's fucked. So maybe this episode is worse, actually, and I just didn't give a shit. I don't know. I don't know if this one was fun or not. Let me know in the comments by saying, Kane, this was fun. If you got this far in the video, leave a comment saying, Kane, this was fun. Give the video a like, 100 likes, and I won't hurt myself. If you want to support the channel and join, if you want to join, that would be epic. And I'm going to go and put my duvet cover back on my duvet. Why have I decided to put my pillowcase on? This is a video for you to go and watch. Click that one, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. Yet another one. How many videos am I doing? Loads of them. Click this one. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Click it.